Michael, thank you so much for agreeing to take part in our Great Mind series. We're delighted to have you participate. For the benefits of our students, can you just give a brief explanation of the journey that you've had through education and employment?
Certainly, yes. Well, it's great to be here, and thank you for being interested in our industry, and which is a terrific industry to join. I suppose my interest in hospitality came through my mother. She was a great cook. I used to like to cook, and I was going to train to be a chef, but I found that the college I went to, which was in London, Westminster Hotel School, actually did a management course. So I took then it was called a Higher National Diploma in Hospitality Management, and so I came into the industry that way, and have never looked back.
Can you just give our viewers an overview of Hyatt, so the history of the organisation and your global operations?
Yes, indeed. Hyatt really is a family business, although it went into the public arena some years ago. It still offers this wonderful sort of family spirit that runs through the organisation. We have about 500 hotels worldwide, about 90,000 employees. So we're not the largest organisation, but we have, I think, a very good sort of ethos and philosophy. We're a very high degree of good spirit within the company, which sort of percolates all through the organisation. Yeah. I've been with Hyatt for 34 years, and I could never really think of working for another company, and have enjoyed it immensely.
And what would you say some of the key challenges faced in the hospitality industry at the moment, and how do you think the sector envisages to respond to these challenges?
I think one of the key factors is encouraging people to come into our industry. Yeah. Some people consider it to be sort of, you hear the words or the phrases, long hours, hard work, not such good pay, and I think unfairly it's had such a bad press over the years. There are sort of gatekeepers in the industry who are sometimes careers officers in schools, parents, but not everybody in this world is destined for an academic world, or banking, or law, or engineering. Some of us work on our personalities, and I liken myself to that. I think in our industry, if you have a liking for people and have a degree of common sense, which I always say ain't that common, you will have a fantastic career in hospitality. It's a wonderful career. You're dealing with people. Every day is different. It's very exciting to be part of, as we are here, global events through visitations, but wherever you are, I think hospitality can offer a young person coming into deciding a career path, a tremendous career path. The other positive thing is that we recognise the qualities in people pretty soon after they join us. So it can be a very fast track industry as well. Okay. If you join at a sort of very junior level, and we spot you as if you've got a good personality and you're good with people, we'll move you up that ladder very, very fast. Okay. So I was a general manager first when I was about 40, but today we have general managers, sort of late 20s. So it's a fast-moving industry. It's a growing industry. We will always have positions to offer people, and it's very much, as people travel more and more, it's a growing industry. It's a very healthy industry.
Yeah, I think our students would be extremely interested to hear that. To what extent does innovation drive the success at Hyatt?
Oh, very much so. I mean, we recognise that clients' needs change over the years and over the decades. The basic needs will always be required: a friendly welcome, a comfortable bed, good food, whatever you need on tap. But the way reservations are made, the speed of reservations with technology, and Hyatt over the last few years has recognised this, and innovation is absolutely key, but don't take away the basics of of hospitality that has always been part of our industry.
Moving on from innovation, I'm just going to talk a little bit about marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So new marketing strategies are essential when keeping competitive advantage. What role does marketing technologies play within your organisation, and can you give us an example of a successful campaign where these technologies have been utilised?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's something that a hotel general manager needs to understand,
Yeah.
even if he's not able to actually carry it out himself.
Okay,
We need on our marketing teams now people who understand today's social media, which is absolutely key. And this is for a general manager and who's not an expert at this. It's a totally a learning experience. I'm learning all the time about social media, how we maximize a social media campaign by choosing the right keywords, by buying into campaigns that are offered by the search engine organizations. And we've had tremendous successful campaigns. I mean, we broadcast our brunches. We have special afternoon teas, which are a lot of fun, be they fashion, be they a Mad Hatter's tea, and these are ideal to promote out there. And if you choose your right audience, which you can do so through the providers, you can see the reactions you get and the positive number of covers or people that come in.
Yeah. Okay. Just going to ask you a question about customers, and it might be a bit of an obvious answer, but what role does customer insight play in helping drive business growth at Hyatt?
Customers obviously have a choice of where they can stay, and they have more and more choices now. So the more we can personalise their experience with us and preempt what they will require when they're here. We're very fortunate in Hyatt, and especially in this hotel, we have over 50% of our guests have stayed with us before. So we get to know our guests. But the key is trying to find out in advance what the guest likes and delivering that. So personalisation, which is one of the key factors in our whole innovation program, is very, very important.
Okay. I'm going to talk a little bit about education. In terms of education, what role does higher education providers play in helping deliver future talent for the sector, and how could we work more closely with the sector in helping educate future leaders?
That's an excellent point. I believe the educating people to consider hotels starts at an early age. Somewhere between sort of 15, 16, 17, while they're at their sort of mainstream schools. The more contact our industry can have with schools at that level, to, if you like, inspire students at that age to consider a career in hospitality. So it's important that hospitality companies engage with the schools and maintain that engagement through higher levels of education as well. I mean, obviously hotel schools, specific hotel schools, are a prime target and natural link. But I believe the more we can attract people in their early formative stages when they're thinking of a career, the better. And working with the local authorities as well. They have what they call education business partnerships, EBP programs that the main authorities have. And it's engaging through those organisations to consider a career in hospitality. One vital factor where we can make or break it is in the area of work experience. And you can absolutely inspire a young person of 15 or 16 on their 2 or 3 weeks work experience, or you can totally put them off for life. If we put them in the corner and they peel potatoes all day, they won't be interested in our industry. But if we can inspire them and show them the excitement and experience in concierge or front office or the kitchens or in the restaurants, And of course, it doesn't end there. Hotels are like towns. You know, we have engineers, we have marketing, we have accountancy. So we're a whole world of careers, really.
I must say you have an extremely lovely hotel here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You alluded to this earlier, but I'm just going to talk about technology. So technology, especially e-learning, forces driving education. Do you think businesses can benefit from this?
Yes, absolutely. E-learning is an aspect that we use within Hyatt to continue the education of our colleagues in Hyatt. So e-learning is critical. There are many more e-learning courses now for people to engage into. So it's not necessarily new, but it's probably fairly still in its youth, as it were. But absolutely, yes. I mean, it can reach an amazing audience.
And one of the things that we try and teach our students is being able to identify their values. If they can identify their values, then they more appropriately choose a career path for themselves.
Yes.
What are the key values for the people at Hyatt, and how do these values impact your customers?
Well, that's an interesting question. We do have some key values, and well, the one I like best is one of our values is fun. Is that we always tell our new colleagues when they're joining us and when we have an induction day that I want them to have fun here. I want them to have fun. I want them to enjoy coming to work and it not be a drudge. Creativity, humility. Humility is a key factor. Interestingly enough, and the more senior you go in an organisation, the more critical is that attitude of humility. That we're all here to serve the customer, and we're here to serve each other as well. Just because I'm the general manager of the hotel doesn't mean that I'm any better than the most junior member of our team. We're all here together. So fun, creativity, integrity is very important as well. And really the ability to feel comfortable with people and around people and enjoy making people happy, basically. That's what our business is about. It's a wonderful business. We
Sounds
put
like
smiles on people's faces.
Yeah, it sounds like a business I should be going into.
I think you should.
Next question is about leadership. On a lot of our courses, we try and teach leadership skills. What kind of leader are you, Michael, and what particular qualities would you look for in people?
Okay. What kind of leader am I? I like to be firm in my leadership, but fair. I like to be very open, both in communication and accessibility. I would say humility and being humble is a trait that I would espouse in people. I think the ability also to be accessible and to be open and communicate as much as possible, and to be appreciative and value the people that work for you. We have a terrific team of people here, and I think you have to, as a leader, you have to work on that. Just because you have your title means nothing as to your leadership. The leadership comes from within you, how you display that outwardly. So just because you have a fancy title doesn't mean to say that you will gain the genuine and authentic respect and following of your team. So it's how you are as a person that is most important to the people that you look after and you serve. You know, my responsibility is to develop people, is to move people up the ladder, and sadly sometimes to move them out of the hotel because they've got a better job in another Hyatt hotel, and I would never stand in somebody's way, because hopefully one day we'll work together again, but they'll be a stronger, better person.
Some really good sentiments there. Final question, Michael. If you could give any advice to our students and graduates wanting to enter the global hospitality sector, what would this be?
Come and join us, I think. You will not be disappointed, and if you feel you have that buzz and that spark of energy to enjoy looking after people and having an enjoyable career, then please come and talk to us. We're always welcome people to come in and have a chat, informally even, experience the world of hospitality, but it's a great one.
Well, Michael, from everyone at the London School of Business and Finance and Global University Systems, thank you so much for coming to speak to us.
Absolute pleasure.